gentlemen, Johnny Baba Ganoush here, the voice of Fantasy Pro Wrestling. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special tag team attraction. What you're about to see is history in the making. At Carnage this upcoming Friday, we're going to be having a triple threat match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Now, so far, controversy has risen in the women's division. Devil's Feud Cake, we had a great women's tag team title match. Unfortunately, it ended in a draw game. Nobody won. However, it was caused by the interference of none other than Lady Death and Daphne, Evil Bad, former women tag team champions. Now with that, we saw Evil Bad triumphantly winning by a disqualification. Very strange how that came to being. But tonight, we're going to settle all of this to bed. For the past couple of weeks, we have seen some tag team action here in the women's division. Jivin, McCathy, and Killer Kyle, who were part of the mini women's tag team tournament back at Catfight in January. They managed to defeat the Country Girls, who were also potentials to compete. But we needed to have a suitable team to compete against Evil Bad, because Evil Bad don't really deserve a shot for those titles. Regardless of their interference, they lost their chance to the Shit Disturbers, Macy LeBlanc Smith, who was the individual who scored the winning fall, winning the Women's Tag Team Championships for the very first time in her career and in Fantasy Pro Wrestling in general. It was a breathtaking moment back in the fall of 2014, and now that we're heading into spring, so I can see the snow is melting, it's getting warmer now. People are going jogging, people are having barbecues, it's very nice. We are going to see 3 teams compete head to head, but in this triple threat match, it's 1/2 of each team. So we have Wendy Savage representing Soul Calibur 6. They were fingertips away from winning against Macy LeBlanc Smith, the individual who won the women's tag team titles to begin with. And tonight, right here, right now, history could be made where Killer Kyle or Jan McCathy could be in the third woman, the third person in the FPW Women Tag Team title match that will happen at Carnage in just 4 short days. Carnage is already shaping up to being an amazing pay-per-view event because of one thing and one thing only. The undisputed #1 contender for the FPW World Heavyweight Championship bout. It's going to be electrifying. It's going to be amazing. 3 stages of hell. This fits both Curse and The Undertaker. Both men have sealed their names in their very own blood in our contracts. We have never seen so much blood on paper, but we have to have an official, undisputed #1 contender for that coveted trophy, where Robert English possesses. We got some upbringing news from our boss himself, Vicious Jeremy, right after this matchup in our broadcast. He's gonna tell us everything that happened at Devil's Feud Cake. All the camaraderie that went along in the Divas department to our main event roster. But yes, folks, Curse and The Undertaker will be competing. The first match will be a street fight, no holds barred, falls count anywhere. The second match will be inside Hell in the Cell. And the third and final fall, and should they get there, will be under tables, ladders, and chairs. A match where we know that The Undertaker and Curse have had tremendous success. The Undertaker competed against Sabine Nabarada and broke the arm of the Saudi Arabian monster, sending a message loud and clear, not just to Curse, but to the FPW management or championship committee, saying that The Undertaker is ready and would love to take home the brass ring again. And he has to do it by beating Curse first, and then Robert English of that British Invasion. Should be very interesting because I cannot wait to see that. But last week, in less than 4 minutes, Curse defeated one of the most talented athletes in the MMA FPW elite group, Jason Niaga. Jason Niaga has had classic bouts with Vicious Jeremy. In fact, Jason Niaga has beaten Vicious Jeremy 3 times in a row. It's happened. That actually happened. Jason Niaga came close to winning the Universal Championship a second time around by beating Danny Cans, Curse's brother. That actually happened too. But Jason Niaga is a tough, talented young man, and for him to be beaten in less than 4 minutes, that also sets a message to The Undertaker saying that this match might be a down and dirty match. Look at this, would you? Jen McCathy has Daphne in the submission hold, a double break right there. Anything can happen. Evil Bad may lose their ticket. They may lose their shot. Evil Bad must follow the championship committee's rules. The board of directors cannot allow Evil Bad to be a part of the match. They cannot be the third team. They lost their chance. I repeat, they lost their chance back last fall. If Daphne and Lady Death really want to win, if they really want to be the third team, they've got to beat this awesome duo of Jivin Jen McCathy and Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle is the individual that defeated Jen McCathy, earning her first loss in fantasy pro wrestling history. I remember that so well, and that actually happened 1 year ago around this time period, if memory serves me correctly. Daphne is a very good submission tactician with those head scissors submission hold, which she calls the Black Widow. That move could happen at any moment, and when she lands that, she locks that submission hold around you, it's all over. And Jen McCathy, look at this! Look at this! Whoa! A super release German suplex turned Daphne inside out. The fans are on their feet. And look at this! Bow and arrow! Bow and arrow! And Lady Death breaks the hold. A bear hug, and there is another interference from Daphne the Sorcerer. Lady Death the Sorcerer, yes, yes. Listen to this crowd, would you? If and should